Hi, everybody. How are you? I don't know. I don't know. You're in the car. Okay, I see that. I don't know how the weather is in your neck of the woods, but we got our heat wave here in the Pacific Northwest, and it's today has been not too bad. The last 3 days it's been over 100, 102, 105, all that good stuff. Not complaining, but that's yeah, we're heading down into the 90s and 80s now, so that's about where it is. But we always get a little bit of a heat wave, so I'm glad it's over. I don't mind it for a little bit, but I feel sorry for all of you who that's what you deal with on a daily basis, and I have to say no thank you. Listing away good. Hi Courtney. Hi Mama Beth. Let's see. Jeremy was the first one in here. You think you're going to be able to stay awake? Well, we shall see. I've made some changes. I only have a few moderators now for a reason. I'm sorry. A couple of weeks ago, I had some problems with somebody and I just ended up leaving. It was easier for me to do that. So, that's where that is. You learn you learn what to do and what not to do, right? Doesn't make anybody a bad person. Anyway, so tonight I decided that we needed to learn, myself first, so that I could teach you guys. I know a bit, but nothing like what I used to know about Holt-Howard. And people love Holt-Howard. They simply love Holt-Howard. And even though Holt-Howard is the company, I'm not going to say the guy because it's actually three guys. The 1940s, 50s, and 60s were the eras where all of the really cool vintage stuff came out. 102. Wow. Hi, Sue. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Coley. Let's see who else I missed. Patty, Kathy, Kay. Did I get you all? Shipika, how you doing, girl? And Maria. Okay, I got all of you guys that are in here right now. Everybody else, I might catch you and I might not. So I don't have any of the Holt-Howard books. I will be acquiring them sooner or later. But I do have this book right here, Christmas 1940 and 1959. And it is an amazing book. So what I want to do, and there are some, hi Hala and Anna and Carl. Carl, I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, buddy? I thought I said hi, Courtney. I'm sorry. Hello. I must have just said it in my head. Can't you read my mind yet, you guys? There is a gentleman by the name of Walter Dworkin. You know what? I should put that. He has written 3 books, 2 of them specifically on Holt-Howard. The book of his that is the most expensive is called, where did I wrote it down here? I actually wrote, really? It's Post-it note. Heck, right here, you guys. I must have took it out in the other room because I was looking through. Here it is. Wow. I don't have that one. Vintage Christmas Ceramic Collectibles, and he wrote it it was published in 2004. So that book can go anywhere from $100 and some to $400. If so, let's just, as a matter of fact, before I share studio, because Wow, they changed a lot of stuff in the last few days. Oh, I want this one. I guess if you're not doing what you're doing, of course it didn't. What the heck? All right. There you go. All right. Man, alive. Okay, we want this one. There we go. Maybe I should do the other one. You guys can see it better. So Walter Dworkin, and he is the guy. He is the guy for the books. He's written 3 books. There's all 3 of them right here. Right here it says $540.98. Well, if you click on that, it's not going to go there. But this is the book right here to probably get. It's on Collectibles, and then these 2 are price guides to Holt-Howard Collectibles. Let's see. Hi Ty, hi Sue, and hi Jack. So you guys, if you go to estate sales and you don't, and you're looking at the bookshelves, let me just tell you something. There's not very many of these books out there for sale. So keep your eyes open for them. There's a lot of books out there that are on Collectibles that people, I mean, they're a dime a dozen, for, you could say, but it doesn't, you should always look at these books. I'm going to eventually, I will have these books. I probably have 300 books because I don't know that I really bought out, but I went to an estate sale that was, they were antique dealers, and their kids basically gave me their whole library for $25. So anyway, these books right here, and then I will have to say, let me do this book right here, Christmas 1940-1959, and it is by Robert Brenner. This is an amazing book. So one thing that I can tell you is it is almost nearly impossible to find any information on the Holt-Howard Company other than what everybody else is verbally vomiting onto paper, the same exact thing. They might change a few things here and there. However, in this book, which was written, when was it written? 2002. There's a little ditty about Holt-Howard, and I'm going to read part of it. Actually, we can go, I don't need to read from there because it's pretty much all right here. All of these links are in the description. So, so you guys can copy them and go, and I'll go ahead and put it right here for you guys too, if you want to open it up. You will be amazed at what I'm going to teach you and what I have learned about Holt-Howard. They weren't just Christmas. Hi, Ethel. How are you? So, vintage Holt-Howard collectibles. In 1949, 3 college friends launched the Holt-Howard Company with a family loan of $9,000 to import and sell kitschy. That word cracks me up. I use it too, you guys, but ever since we did the keyword video, that word just cracks me up. And sell kitschy decorative objects. Robert Howard was in charge of developing products and sourcing. His brother John Howard handled sales, and their friend Grant Holt managed the financial side of the business, beginning with lines of Christmas decor. Like the candle-powered spinning chimes dubbed Angel-abra, Holt-Howard's brand of cute housewares quickly took off. Most of the company's business was done through specialty gift shops, department stores, and directly through its catalogs during the mid-1950s. Holt-Howard opened a showroom in the Manhattan Gift Center and began to shift its production from the United States to Japan to save on costs, which not only did he, so did Lefton, Napco, Lego, Anarco, Yosef's Originals. I got a list here, Davar and Beston. Some of those you guys, crap. Sorry, you guys. Thank you. Hey, Carol. This is where we're at. There's a link in the description too. So while Holt-Howard continued to turn out a variety of Christmas-themed tableware, such as its Santa or angel-shaped pictures, there's a Santa picture right there, candle holders, planters, salt and pepper shakers, ashtrays, and cookie jars, the company also branched out into non-seasonal ceramics, such as the Pixieware line of condiment containers. Should be one right. Well, there's one right there, but that's not a very good picture of it. Right. Nope. All right, let me finish reading. Okay, such as the, where did that go? Of condiment containers that debuted in 1958, featuring tops mounted with elfin cartoon heads. Holt-Howard's Pixieware was such a success that the Davar Company produced a line of detailed knockoffs in 1959, along with a plethora of lesser imitations by Lefton, Beston, Napco, and more. Other popular Holt-Howard series included the Cozy Kittens, right here's some of them, Merry Mouse and Red Rooster, Coq Rouge, dinnerware. Many vintage Holt-Howard ceramics are marked with a date and a copyright, and some pieces include an oval or rectangular foil label reading HH Japan. The company caused a brief uproar in 1973 with the release of its Nixon coffee mug, which featured an image of a $3 bill with former President Nixon's face at the center. Though it was a hot seller, federal agents notified the company that the design violated currency laws and seized several unsold shipments of mugs. The Holt-Howard Company was purchased by General Housewares Corporation. So if you see GHC on the bottom, then those are also, they're basically Holt-Howard from when the company sold, but you will see items that say GHC, and those are technically Holt-Howard. They're just a different name. All the same molds, all that same stuff. In 1968 and by the mid 70s, all three of the founders had moved on from the company. In 1990, the name was sold to KD Designs, which no longer produces any Holt-Howard branded products. Now, they're one of the brothers did produce some stuff for a little while. It's really hard to find any information. Now, maybe if I went into a few Facebook groups and stuff like that Holt-Howard is their life. I mean, that's their, we all have something that we really, really collect and we know a lot. We're very good at. Me, gardening. So everybody has that thing. So there are groups on everything, right? What they don't talk about, what they don't talk about is all the other stuff that Holt-Howard made. And you guys might be surprised. See this right here? This is called the Starry-Eyed Santa. And this particular line, the Starry-Eyed Santa, is one of the most sought after designs. Thus, you see the price on it. And there's a whole collection of them. They have all different kinds of, let's see, I got to go over here to the right. Shouldn't have probably done that. Here's your cats. You see the price on those. Let's see. These are what a lot of people think of when they think of Holt-Howard. They think of the Pixieware, and these little guys right here actually are candle huggers. So, and I don't know. Yep, they did put that in there. Then you have snowman, trio, candle. Look, I can talk, candle holder. I wonder why. Here's another. This is actually a string holder. So the string would come right there out of the mouth. I'm not looking at the chat. This is one of my favorite things. My mission is to collect, I think there's 3 or 4 different Noels. So I've never collected anything with Noel on it. I always kind of fought about that because the only time I can ever find anything with my name on it is at Christmas time. Anyway, I love these little pixies. So slowly but surely, I will be collecting the different Holt-Howard Pixie Christmas ones. Here's some more pixies. They have, and they have them in different, the Noel comes in many different forms. Something to see here. Something to see here. Is it going to open it up? In this listing, it says Holt-Howard flocked felt plastic Japan Christmas. Nowhere in here does it tell you what is Holt-Howard. However, see these gold candle holders right here? There's one there and there's one right there. If you go, I was trying to remember, you can see the edge of it right there. They show the Holt-Howard on the back right there. When you see the Holt-Howard actual stickers, you will either see the red and gold ones or you will see silver and white, basically. So there's 2 stickers, 2 different colored stickers. Sometimes it will have the sticker on it. Sometimes it will have the sticker and the printing on it. Sometimes it will have nothing because it will have been lost over the years, correct? We've all seen that. And that's where you might get into a little bit more trouble because of the fact that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other companies plus more for sure. Hey, Craig, how you doing? That literally have very similar items. So, you know, that's just kind of how that goes in the whole scope of things. So another thing, let's see. I wanted to show you guys that because I think the majority of people, I don't know if this is Holt-Howard or not. I don't think it is. But I don't know everything there is to know about. Let me know if that's too loud. Redirecting you. Okay, well, we're not going to look at that right now. So let's go. Okay. Most everybody knows about the Holt-Howard winking Santa mugs, and this is how they were shipped. This is how they were sold. This is how 90s cigarettes can winking Santa table favor shot glass cigarette candies nuts contains full 1 1/2 ounces. Now, this isn't Holt-Howard. I'm pretty darn sure it's not. I couldn't. It has no marking on it. But this right here, the size of this, how tiny this is, that's how big these little ones right here are. So, you know, and they come in all different shapes and sizes, but I saw something. Where did I see it? So I showed you that winking Santa. This particular cup, it actually comes in a stack, and I don't think they have it comes in a stack of 4 with a tall Santa pitcher. Right, Jeremy? No joke. 100%. And some of them came in these really flimsy cardboard boxes. And you'll see them every once in a while. You'll see the boxes, but not very often. So what I want to go back to here is, hang on a second. What? Okay, nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's go back over here. If I open this up, sorry, I got to find the right spot. Okay. Holt-Howard made a huge splash, whatever you want to say, to the world by basically inventing and being the first major marketing company to bring to life the coffee mug as we know it. Because before that, coffee and tea were drank out of a cup and a saucer. And so Holt-Howard is very well known by a lot of people for their coffee mugs, even though most people who collect Holt-Howard, they think Holt-Howard Christmas, or when you see Holt-Howard or when you start learning about it, you're going to go to the Christmas, because a lot of people think that that's where the money is. Here's another Christmas set, $638. What am I doing here? There we go. This one's, you just don't see them like this anymore. Anyway, let's take a look at some of these coffee mugs. I mentioned a minute ago that they had, this is one of their, I love these. I love these. Sorry. 1961 rooster mugs, which would be the Coq COQ Rouge. This is the line. I'm surprised that they don't have it in there. It's hard to find information on Holt-Howard stuff that isn't Christmas. Not only that, that's not Holt-Howard. Those are not Holt-Howard. Courtney, you still in here? Because this is cool. I don't know if that one's Holt-Howard. Holt-Howard has a line of the owl. They're owls. Let's see if they're really not showing a lot in here. That's not Holt-Howard. Are these Holt-Howard? No. These are Holt-Howard. Oh, I love their cups. As a matter of fact, I think I have one in my cupboard that's Holt-Howard. Look at these, you guys. I would stop and look at these in a heartbeat, because those are my colors, and I love the style, the whole style. So these are 1960s. You have the butter dish with the rooster. Woohoo! That is because Christmas items were in catalogs more. Probably so. Probably so. So, you know, the company realized that they couldn't sustain themselves on Christmas items alone. So they got into this. But another thing that let's do. Oh, I must not have. Holt-Howard Santa. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. No, you're probably right, Ty. So look at these. Look at this. These are so 60s. It's not even funny. I want you guys to know also that let's do this real quick. Somebody remind me in a few minutes to share again. I want to talk about a few things real quick. Holt-Howard did porcelain. They did very little porcelain. They did ceramics. That's what most of their stuff was. All of their items were hand painted, every one of them. They also did paper. They also did the plastic metallic little things like I showed you in that whole grouping of stuff. They also did paper mache. They also did enamelware, and they also did some other minor kitchen items. So if those are things that you see, I'm thinking to myself, if I see one Holt-Howard item at an estate sale, then they're probably going to have more. Glass. Yes. Thank you. All right. Let's go back to this. I love these. The footed mugs are great. Oh, they also did terracotta. They have items, Christmas and salt and pepper shakers. And here is a set of Holt-Howard Japan. Well, almost all of their stuff came from Japan. Some of the very, very early stuff did not. The ketchup bottom too. That's worth some money. Set of 5 Scandinavian. I probably, if I was a person to source online, I would probably buy these and part them out singularly. But who am I? Here's the owl ones. Check these out. Aren't those gorgeous? If you like that kind of stuff, which I do. Okay, so here's some more Holt-Howard. Love that. So I'm showing you guys this stuff because these are the kind of things that they sell for. Where are you gonna look at this one right here has a chip on it? Doesn't matter. It's Holt-Howard. It's orange. Oh, I love it. I'm horrible. What can you tell what I was listing today? So here we go. Oh, I clicked right out of that, didn't I? More Holt-Howard. Italian pottery. Holt-Howard not only had stuff made in Japan, they had stuff made in Italy, and they had stuff made in France. Oh, thanks, Craig. I was going oh, am I not sharing? The Pixie tops were very well known to be broken. So to find the bottoms of the I knew some of it was, but I knew some of it wasn't. So that's why I decided that I wanted to do today's topic on Holt-Howard, because there is so much out there that I don't think a lot of us even know about. And I'm going to show you something in a minute here that I want the full set of, and I'm going to buy it for myself sooner or later. There's some out there. But they only made one style and they only made one set. So let's finish looking at some of these. I mean, just look at these psychedelic vintage pedestal coffee mug. I have one that's very similar to this that I think might be. There you go. And you have to be careful too, because this is something that I'm pretty sure it's done by Pixie kilns. This is not okay. This title right here is called keyword spamming. Retro Holt-Howard Pixie kilns mug, hot stuff, Horace Davar era. They have let's see, Davar. They have Holt-Howard, and the name of the company that actually made this mug is Pixie Kilns. So that's a big no-no, and you'll get your listing taken down sooner or later for doing something like that. So let's go look at a few solds here on eBay. Are they all marked? Mine mug had Holt-Howard. Most of them should be. Look at $60. $60. Let's just look. Most of these mugs should have a marking on the bottom of them. Let's look and see what they got. I don't see any marking on the bottom of those. Might not be as easy. I know. Nope, no markings on the bottom of those. So that's, like I said, you have to be, some of this stuff you just are going to have to learn. These ones should. Let's see. I love the color. If I can operate this mouse here, we'll see. I super love those right there. All right, let's see. Here we go. Holt-Howard 1968, and then there's your that would be the design number. I find you really can't go wrong if you really are drawn to it. Somebody else. Yeah. Hi, Desert Fairy Chick. How are ya? Even though I read your comment, I'm just now realizing it was you. So I love these. What is there? $12. Ah, this is where, excuse me. This is where, if you listen to Courtney, you don't start your auctions out one bid. They started those at $12. Here's a similar color. Oh my goodness. Here you go. That's better. 22. Oh my goodness. Ferdinand the Bull Mug, 1963. But let's do this and see. Who would have thought? Who would have thought these right here? These look like something that you could just walk into Walmart right now and buy, right? Oh my God, I just saw something I think I need to have. Somebody stop me. Do these scream Holt-Howard-esque to you? Let's see. 1962. Oh, my Lanta. This looks like an eBay arbitrage opportunity. Well, I'll tell you something. Kat, feeling thrifty? Are you and your sister-in-law watching? Because I'm gonna rat you out as soon as you answer me. I eBay arbitraged from her store the other day. I did. Oh shoot, where was that? Pardon me, you guys. Where was that? All right, maybe I got to click on this again. It's gone forever. Oh, man. This right here, you will find this. What are they calling it? Lincoln Beautyware. This was a copy off of Holt-Howard too. How about the vintage MCM birds? Do you guys recognize this pattern? This is Pyrex used this pattern, right? Wow. Here's another. This is Napco. Make yourselves familiar with these different brands. I can't remember if I put a list. Hi, Josh. How are you? If I put a list down in the bottom, I will try to come back and remember to put a list in the description. I feel like I did, of all the different other brands that are in this area that copied off of Holt-Howard. These things right here, 18, 20, 24 bucks. Here's something that a lot of people wouldn't look at. Jam and jelly. These are Holt-Howard. These are not the ones that everybody is thinking about when they're thinking about Holt-Howard. When you're thinking about Holt-Howard condiments and stuff. Oh man, that's pretty, but that's Napco-ware too. Well, there it is. Who made this? Man alive. That is Tackett Schmidt. Oh, not that price tag. Someday. That was the one I was looking for. So look at, is this, hello, Ms. Murphy, how you doing? You have your grandmother's Holt-Howard. Oh, you lucky ducky. You guys, they probably came in orange and green. If they made them in this color yellow, they were made, what did this say, the 60s? Then they have to have these in orange and green also, would be my guess. And maybe that the blue color that was so popular. But the problem is, unless you have the books, which are buku dollars, it's really almost impossible. I'm going to have to go back through some of my older magazines that I have, Good Housekeeping and all of those, and see if I can find Holt-Howard, go through the Christmas ones and see if I can find some advertisements. You made the Google, I made the Google algorithm with this talk. Oh, woo-hoo. Anyway, so it's, oh, here we go. Voila. There you speak and you shall be heard. So there you go. Blue, green. I would have thought the blue would have been a little more, it's not, a little more bright. There's got to be orange too, so it would be my guess. Anyway, let's go out of here. What were we looking at here? Okay, we can just go out of that. So Holt-Howard, coffee mugs, shamrocks. This is cool. If they had a mug, they probably had this is what you would sit beside your bed. If I think this is right. Holt-Howard bottle. Well, even with a typo, they still sold it. Bottle for coffee and tea, bright floral, made in Japan. You could also put water in this and put it on your bedside table, right? Rubens is another company, kind of similar to Holt-Howard, to look out for. Japan, Taiwan. Yep. And that's another thing. If you don't know what anthropomorphic is, yes. But you can't get it anymore. And there was a specific company. It was actually KD Designs, the one that bought the Holt-Howard name. Let me see if I can. What was it? KD Designs. Well, look at. I may have already looked this up. Here we go. Anybody? Now you can try to find bits and pieces of it. You can no longer get the material. However, so this was the company that had it. I want some of it. There are several different companies out there that will print whatever you want for them. I know that because during the pandemic, I don't know how many of you guys know Vicky, LV, Pink Peacock, Katie and Vicky. She wanted a specific material for 25 masks, and I had ordered it and had it printed on organic cotton. So you can find these. You can also have it made into for your walls, wallpaper. Hi, Kristen. How are you? So there are companies out there that you can send them any design, and they will print your wallpaper, whatever you want on it. Well, probably not whatever, but you know what I mean, within reason. Anyway, so you can take these designs because you can't get them anymore. Quick Dog Design is where it was, and I literally was gonna buy some of it, but they don't make it. You can't get it anymore. So yes, Holt-Howard fabrics. There you go. And these are basically the Pixie condiment. And here's your starry-eyed Santa. There's the Noel. And I think those are the three that they had. Yeah. Spoonflower. Yeah, Spoonflower does wallpaper. Thank you, Kathy. So that is, let's see, don't need that anymore. So, oh shoot, what did I do here? We were doing, is that coffee mugs? I must have Holt-Howard. There we go. Here we go. Okay. So just the best thing that I can tell you to do really is to just scroll through sometime, type Holt-Howard in, and you may have to go through. I've been studying. There's the Holt-Howard silver and white one, 1960 Holt-Howard. I'm surprised that sticker is still on there. That's amazing. They didn't use dishwashers back then, so a lot of these older ones that you're going to find in collections and stuff like this. Oh, I find fabric all the time. As a matter of fact, I have it all the time. I need to start selling on I need to go back on the Whatnot. As soon as summer's over, Dren goes back to school on the 30th, and then I will probably start doing some Whatnots again, but I have a ton of fabric that's specifically for Whatnot. Link down below in the description. Okay, here is, I wonder if anybody, here is a circus one. Now, to me, this just looks like a restaurant ware cup, which basically that's the style that it's in. But it is a specific performing animal circus. And let's see, Holt-Howard USA oven proof. This is absolutely restaurant ware, and might not have been a bad idea for them to have put restaurant ware. But I mean, there it is. I personally would jack that price up to probably $89 and let that sucker sit, because of who it is and what it is. That's me personally. Really? Okay. So this is beautiful, the psychedelic one. It's just quite amazing. Where are we going here? That one can go away. Holt-Howard coffee mugs. So there you go. I'm pretty sure it is. Hang on. Well, it's not marked, so it probably isn't, but this was my grandfather's, and I love it. It's very, very similar style-wise, and they're tiny because, like I said, Holt-Howard was the one that brought the coffee mug to the forefront, and people were used to drinking coffee and tea out of a cup and saucer. And so to have a cup of coffee was about the same size as what you could put in a cup and saucer. This holds right a little over 6 ounces. This cup does, which for most people is nothing. That's like 2 or 3 gulps, right? Everybody's used to having these huge cups. I do my iced coffee in this, and it lasts me all day. Is a whole 14 characters. Yeah, that is true. I love your nerdiness, Jeremy. Oh, so keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open for these. I know I'm not sharing. Hang on, I got it. They're amazing. Why is that not popping up? That mug is beautiful. 2 mugs, I should say. And these are the mugs. I'm frozen. Refresh. These are the mugs that hang really nicely on those. I'm trying to find the bottom. Those metal hangers, which if you don't have 4 mugs or however many hooks there are, you better be careful when you're using them, because they fall over real easy. They don't even, are they not going to show the bottom? There we go. Holt-Howard 1968. All right. Let's go back here for my mainstay. Okay, so we got the coffee mugs out of the way, and not the Christmas coffee mugs. We talked a little bit about this stuff here. And now I want to talk about, we talked about his books. I can get rid of that one. Nope. Okay. Holt-Howard enamelware. There's so much Holt-Howard out there that is not Christmas, that it is just amazing to me that it is so, that's not Holt-Howard. I have to look at this, you guys. Sorry. It is really kind of amazing to me that, oh, it's on Mercury, which I was going to go look. It's just an enamelware. That's not, yeah. This right here, this is the only design as far as cookware goes that I could find anywhere. Doesn't mean that that's the only design they made. I'm just I would love to have this set, and I will get it eventually. There's actually a video if you type in Holt-Howard into, if we do, well, I was just there, wasn't I? That's paper mache. Dang it, I didn't want to show you guys that yet. There's actually a video where a guy bought a whole the set off of Poshmark, brand new, still in the box, never been opened or taken out. And he got it and he shows opening it up, and I was just like, I was super jealous. I'm gonna say right now, I don't know if jealous is the word, envious, but these are my colors. Anybody that knows that these are my colors, and I love this. Now, how many people, the first time I saw this, all I could think of was Lillian Vernon enamelware. Well, what you guys need to understand is these enamelware pots and pans, whether they be Holt-Howard or Lillian Vernon or any of that stuff, are crazy. People love it. So here are the different, and literally, you guys, I think the only other Holt-Howard enamelware that I saw was it actually looked like the blue and white checked. It was a tea kettle. See how this one has 4 mugs on it? You want to make sure you got 4 mugs on it. Here's something else Holt-Howard that I would never have thought that was Holt-Howard. It's a chickadee desk organizer. You put your pens and pencils in here, and it's got this little metal stand. See the price on that? You guys still out there? Just checking. But if you just looked, here you go. Vintage Holt-Howard trivet in original box. And that's the kind of boxes that they used. These trivets, here's another thing. I might as well do this while we're here too. How many of you knew that Holt-Howard did trivets? They will be marked. I don't know. Oops. Well, that's okay. I don't know. I think sometimes they will be marked right here on the ceramic, and sometimes it will just be a HH on the actual. I don't know if this one's going to show it. Sometimes somewhere down in here, there will be just, it says Japan. I don't know if that says Holt-Howard right up there to the left. There's that might just be the copyright. But you can also see down below where it says made in Japan. Now, Enesco made a lot of these. I actually have a really pretty set from Enesco listed. I may have to take them down because they're pretty cool. Anyway, so keep your eyes open for these, because there's actually, and when they say rare, this one is rare. And another thing about the monkeys, this is monkey gorilla. And I'm sure we're going to run into it here in a little bit, sooner or later, is that, hi, Callie Dubs. There is a set of Holt-Howard ceramics, and it's yellow, and I can't remember if it's a monkey or a tiger. We're going to look at it here in a little bit because it's going to come up. That is like the holy grail of Holt-Howard to collect. And you guys probably wouldn't even realize it if I didn't tell you, because I was like, what? Also, something I want you guys to know is there are many, let me go out of here for a second. I don't know how many of you guys have watched my ceramics and porcelain videos, but lots of times we see this. That's a cold paint. So basically what it is they made this mug. They glazed it with clear glaze. They fired it, and then they came back and they painted all of well, probably this pink here, but the blue and the red, they painted that with a special paint called a cold paint. And the reason why it looks like that is because it wasn't fired on. So it would wash off really easy. That can be repainted, and many people will do that. They'll repaint these. Hi, One Man's Treasure. How are you? So many people will repaint these. There's videos out there. So when you see these older Christmas items like this that have, pick them up. I can't tell you how many people I say, oh, I'm not going to deal with that because it's got some issues. It's got some damage. And I just want to go, no, you have issues because you don't understand. They only made so many of these. Most of them are gone. So if you find one that's in not your wonderful opinion of how it should be, I sold a Muppets mug with the two old guys on it, the two old hecklers that sat up in the corner on the Muppet Show, Stanford and whatever, and down from 1960s it was. And somebody, yep, you don't. Somebody, it had a little crazing right here. If you know, and they were mad that I didn't put in there that it had crazing. Well, number one, you could see it in the pictures. And number two, if you think that you're going to get an item from the 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, and it's not going to have crazing on it, then somebody needs to slap you, because crazing is caused from heat and moisture. So when an item gets hot and cold, or it's sitting, if it's just sitting in a cupboard or display somewhere, the humidity from and the heat and the moisture and the cold and the hot and the heat and the moisture gets in there through the ceramic, and that's what causes the crazing, because somewhere in there that moisture got in there, and when it expands, then it crackle. You'll see the crackle. You'll see the crackles in it. I personally love it. Statler and Waldorf, yes. So I will tell you that if it has it on there and you can see it and you think about it, just make sure that you mention it. I always try to take really good pictures, but they returned it, which was fine, because I then again sold it for even more money and it went to Australia. So, you know, if people think that they're going to get something that's 40, 50, 60 years old and doesn't have any crazing on it, then I don't know, maybe they're walking through a museum, but even the stuff in the museum, they're not ceramics and porcelain that are glazed are going to have crazing somewhere. All right, that's my little rant on that. Let's go back to this real quick. So, see what other Trivets they have. Here is, here's Holt-Howard. I love this one. Flower Power Pig. I love the keywords. There's your little piggy. Lots of times the things that are on the Trivets were also on a mug. I noticed when I was doing my research on this. So is this Holt-Howard? Here you go. It's not going to let me. It's not. So seahorses. I would pop that sucker out and put it in right, because that would drive me nuts, as we all know. There's your Holt-Howard, Japan. I was gonna look and see if this one had any. It says Japan up here, but I'm pretty sure that I feel like I saw one. There's your cats. There's some fruit. Huh. Well, you guys better start I see Trivets all the time. I don't know about you guys. I think a lot of people don't look at them because they think they're nonsensical. I don't see made in Japan. 510 Japan. There you go. See it? Can you see it? I want to point to it. See the copyright? Right. See the copyright right there? Okay, right there. It says HH. Can you see it? H on top of H. Can you guys see that? I don't know how to make. Let's see. You see it? Can you see it better now? Copyright HH and then Japan. I'm pointing to it in here. I know you guys can't. I need one of those little light pointers that'll like like you tease the cats with. My kids always tease the dog. We had one dog that thought it was hilarious. Anyway, so if you find one that's not marked on here, then look here. Now, does that mean that the actual ceramic part of it is Holt-Howard? You know, it almost looks like there's an HH underneath that tape. I don't know. All I can tell you is that for 100%, the cast iron piece is Holt-Howard because it is marked, and they should all be marked. I knew I had seen one like that. Sit down for a little bit. It's going to kill my back, but so I guess, you know, if you needed to. Woo. All right, there we go. Most trivets we see over here are the brass W trivets for Williamsburg. Seems like everyone has one. Probably not surprising. Let's go. It's funny because I think I saw mine today. You guys, I have something like a 3,100, little over 3,100, 3,140 listings. Let's see if I can pull it up, if I spell it right. Did I spell it wrong? Trivet. Okay. These are the ones that I might have to just go and pull these down. Now, these are Enesco. Let's see if they're truly Enesco. Made in Japan, HS. May not be Enesco. I don't know where I got the Japan, so they're not Holt-Howard because we don't see them. They have to be. I mean, I very seldom get something wrong, but I might have to go back and check those out again. These are cool. These are ones that you probably you can hang on the wall, but they're meant. These don't have feet on them, right? Most trivets that you put down on your table to put your hot pans and stuff will have feet on them to keep them off the table. But what's cool about these is these little things here where you can hang your pot holders from. So, hello. Why are you not cooperating with me? Refresh. There you go. I know why I didn't keep them. They don't have enough orange in them for me. And I don't think anybody painted these, but anyway, there you go. Hi, Julie. Welcome in to the craziness. So there you go. Trivets. Holt-Howard Trivets. So you guys keep your eyes open for that. And, you know, don't necessarily think that you're always going to find this particular style. Let's see if we can find it. That one definitely says, I'm not sure if that says, yeah, it's the right brand of tile. Holt-Howard. Okay. And then, so right up here somewhere. All right, let's see if they got a better. Well, they got close up on that, but I'm looking to see where Japan is down there. I bet money that Not going to be able to see it. So make sure when you see those, if you're looking at them, that this piece is like yelling at me, you guys. All right. Holt-Howard enamelware. That's what we were looking at. There you go. That is really truly the only set that I have seen. You have your Trivets hung up with the feet, so either way. There you go. Hi, Steph. How are you? Welcome in. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have? Okay. So we talked about the ceramics, Holt-Howard. Let's go back here to the enamelware real quick. We're going to do Christmas, Holt-Howard Christmas stuff last. I want to get all of this other stuff out of the way because anybody that pops into this video that came in because it's Holt-Howard is going to be thinking Christmas stuff. And I'm here to show you guys that, yes, that they had a lot of Christmas stuff, but guess what? Where the heck? Oh, I know what I did. That's what. They had a lot of other things. And so if you're, most people, I feel like anymore, people don't look at coffee mugs. I don't buy, sales are ringing in. Woohoo! I don't buy a lot of coffee mugs anymore, but I look at them. Is that a kitty dispenser? There's some that I showed one earlier. Oh yeah, there is. Oh, here. Did you want me to put the do you want me to put the link in the description, Ethel? $50 is a pretty darn good price on that. That's a steal. It's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. Who cares? Do you want me to share the link to that? What did you want? Oh, tape dispenser. Sorry. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Well, sorry to let you down. This one. Is this one? Here you go. Is this it? Tape measure, pin box, trinket box. So that's not the tape dispenser either that you're looking for. Hi, Kim. Notice some writing on the rooster trivet, the inner edge by the pegs to hang the pot holders. Oh, okay. I'll go check that when I go back and look at it again. Thank you. Actually, I got to go back. I got to go down to storage, and I wrote a note to myself on my hand, and I still forgot to do it. So there's a couple of them. Looky here, you guys. Here's one listed for $369, and here's a one listed for $125. Now, we might as well do this since I have it here. Let's go out of that. The ketchup and the mustard are two of the most desired of these condiment jars. Jan earlier said she has the ketchup, the bottom to the ketchup. They probably don't. Hi, Sherry. These pieces right here were so easily broken. And this one is in really good condition, honestly, even though I see a little teeny tiny spot on its nose. That's super easy to fix. But sometimes with these older pieces like this, personally, do you really want them to be perfect? Oh my goodness, Steph. No. Do we really want them to be perfect? There's 1950s. Let's see what's the date on the bottom of this. Well, it's got the gold and the red, and I can't remember if that's the older or the newer. Anyway, 1950s, 60s. They started in 1949. So, I mean, I was born in 67, and so they're 50 years old, 50 plus years old, 60. It's a sausage head. This is what a lot of the heads look like on these little jars. As a matter of fact, it's so funny because 2 years ago when I went and visited with George, the antique nomad, he comes here to Portland twice a year and he does a vintage show. So these are salt and pepper shakers. Are they not adorable? Just saying. You can't click in as easily with ooh, I like that. I like that. There you go. So a lot of the heads on the condiment jars will look like this. And we're going to go shopping here in just a minute. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about, and so we did, so no more of that stuff for right now. Look at, see the duck? You see the duck? That is Holt-Howard also. They did so much more than the pixies and the cats and the and stuff that people just don't know. Have you seen the lady head vases? Yes. Yes. So oh, here you go. Here's another. They did the tomato shaped coffee cups. Holt-Howard 1962. That's the gold and black. So, and here's, told you they do some terracotta. I don't know if this set is terracotta. It's not wanting to load. Oh, because it's going over to Mercury. Desk mice. So you put your pencil, let's see. Put your pencil in right there. I don't know what this one does. They also made salt and pepper shakers, but that's not what this set is. Oh, pencil sharpener. So pencils are in here and a pencil sharpener there. There you go. Keep your eyes open for that. Ooh. I like Mercury's little. Sorry if I made any of you sick there. I'm playing around like a stupid kid. That is not Holt-Howard. These are, okay, I gotta go. I gotta stop. Okay. Holt-Howard enamelware, that was that. We're going out of there. We're going out of there. We are going to go here. How many of you guys knew that Holt-Howard made paper mache stuff? You guys see these little angels here all over the place. And I was talking to my friend Chrissy yesterday, and I was like, somebody is saying that these little angels are Holt-Howard. I said, they're paper mache. Holt-Howard didn't make any paper mache. Well, they sure did after I did a little, because I listed another set. You guys, $14.99. Anybody want a cute little angel for Holt-Howard paper mache angel? That's like highway robbery, right? Is it going to open up? That's like highway robbery. And yes, it is Holt-Howard. That's a steal of a deal. Vintage mid-century modern Holt-Howard paper mache green Christmas angel figure with white dove. So while we're here, in this book that I have, the Christmas 1940 to 1959, it literally, where he starts talking about Holt-Howard is where he starts talking about the paper mache. I should have marked that. Dang it. During the 1950s, it was possible to decorate modestly with home-fashioned ornaments, traditionally with old-world type Christmas decorations, the American way with modern American-made glass ornaments, or quite stylishly with plastic ornaments and celluloid and all of that. Bells, snowmen, and canes of foamed plastic were manufactured from kits available for 75 cents. Many of you know what I'm talking about here. You what? You're in so much trouble. No, not really. They were created at home by using molding materials, which was hardened in an oven and decorated with aluminum foil and mica chips. I know there's a pic. I know I saw a picture, but I can't get sidetracked because you know I will. During the shortage of materials, much scrap was used for Christmas decorations. Many novel ideas were further promoted by a group of individuals who felt Americans should continue to recycle materials. It's in the 1950s, you guys. Pressed paper cones that held thread for the power machines were painted with bright colored tempera, dried and then decorated with painted designs. And then it goes on down here to talk about three-dimensional decorations that were lithographed and made into non-flammable rigid vinyl sheets. I just really skimmed through this really quick because I was trying to find. I had to move my son's bed to get to my bookshelf. Where the heck it talks about the introduction of paper mache candles. One of the most prolific decorations of this decade was the paper mache Santa head, which was ideal for business decoration. This head averaged about 16 inches by 12 inches. Also very popular was the artificial snow in shades of white and pink, available in aerosol, pine-scented cans. Actually, I think I have one of those listed. These cans of artificial snow were coupled with stencils to create a wide variety of designs on the tree, windows, or mirrors. And then commencing in the late 1940s, plaster was also a popular medium. Plaster, or you could call it chalkware. And it's amazing to me how many people will not, stay. How many people will not pick up same idea with the pets houses? Yes. Hand pink waving. I created a bunch of monsters. I know it's horrible. Now I lost my train of thought. Paper mache chalkware. I see a lot of people that don't want to pick chalkware up because it's missing pieces. Chalkware can easily be fixed with plaster of Paris, which is basically chalkware. And there's not a lot of chalkware out there that doesn't have some form of damage. And whether it gets fixed and repaired with some more plaster of Paris, or whether whoever buys it is going to just paint over it and make it look okay, it doesn't matter. They don't make chalkware anymore. I don't know why. Well, I do. It just doesn't last. It doesn't last. It chips and breaks, especially if it was sitting out in the garage, in grandma's garage for 30 years, more than likely, sometimes and it wasn't in anything, you would pick it up and it might disintegrate, because it's just like having a piece of chalk, right? After a while, it has absorbed enough moisture from the air and then dried out and absorbed and then dried out and absorbed, and it just crumbles. So, but I want you guys to understand, those of you that really know about Holt-Howard, probably really, chalkware is, I would rather ship chalkware than cast iron. Most people think that cast iron is super easy to ship, but cast iron, right? For sure. What do you have? A large piggy bank with a patch tool on one side of his butt. Cast iron will shatter, and most people don't realize that. So with chalkware, you understand, and you should be you would ship it properly, and that is probably the only item that I would double box is chalkware. I don't double box anything. I'm a non-double boxer, but I would probably double box chalkware. And one thing, I have a video a while back, maybe Brett or Jeremy can find it, where I showed how I shipped what the heck did I ship? Ragcoat, Christopher Ragcoat ornaments. And people who collect Christopher Ragcoat ornaments are very picky. And I have gotten amazing feedback on every Christopher Ragcoat ornament that I have shipped, and I have shipped a lot of them because I bought a whole collection. I bought over close to 300 Christopher Ragcoat ornaments. The one thing that I will give you guys advice on when you're shipping stuff like that is you have to put it in some form of medium that will absorb the shock of being dropped, things dropped on it, that kind of stuff. I use quilt batting. I will pick it up at an estate sale. I just went to Walmart and bought a whole bolt of it because it was super cheap and it was on sale. So I just bought a whole brand new bolt of it. But I wrap my stuff in bubble wrap, piece of tissue paper first, bubble wrap. Then I wrap it in the gosh, I just said it, quilt batting. Then I stretch tight that really tight, not so tight, you know what I mean? Then I do the I'm there with you. I'm there with you. Then I put more bubble wrap on it, and it goes in scrunched up tissue paper inside the box. So that's the kind of stuff that you need to do with chalkware. And you know, we can never say 100% that everything's going to arrive not broken, because you don't know, right? Anyway, so let's go back here. So this is priced really low, in my opinion, for what it is. And mostly, and I have to give this person, well, they have 20,000 feedback, which in this instance doesn't really matter. I really have to give this person props for knowing that this is paper mache, because I cannot tell you how many items that I see that are paper mache and people just don't know. And there was one I saw that they literally put ceramic paper mache because they didn't know. Oh, I want this one right here. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, all right, so paper mache. And then let's see if it's in here. This little gal right here. Ooh. See, the body is all paper and cloth. There's a dowel there. See how this is the head is ceramic or porcelain, probably ceramic. They also have, and I can't remember where I saw it. Is that Holt-Howard? A Holt-Howard. Here's one that you don't see very often. I haven't seen this one very often. Excuse me. Gonna look and see if it was in here. There is. Let me see if I can just find it. Holt-Howard. Here you go. Did you guys know? Did you know? You can really get a good deal on, thank you, Brett, very, very much. You can also get a really good deal on the tissue paper at Costco during Christmas time. They have the big, huge, I always pick up the tissue paper at estate sales because it usually gets thrown away. Here you go, you guys. Who knew? How many of you knew that Holt-Howard made these honeycomb pieces? National Tinsel Manufacturing Company for that. But for Holt-Howard paper honeycomb Christmas retro 50s Santas. Let's see where it's marked on there. The Santas, it's a little more, I don't know if they got one. Somewhere here, look at the little glitter. I mean, for real. These guys are Holt-Howard. Those guys are not. I saw a whole I think I put it in my Pinterest. I have a Holt-Howard Pinterest. We might go there and look. Here we go. 6 tissue paper honeycomb Santa's Holt-Howard Christmas tree. Oh my God. Sorry. You guys are fast. Hopefully I had it in a playlist that made it a little easier. $21 these sold for in 2020. Guaranteed they wouldn't sell for that now. They would be a lot more money. These are hard to find. Boom, hard to find. $21 a piece is what I would sell those. I wouldn't sell them in the first place, but if I was going to. Wow, this is taking forever to load. But I want you guys to understand that I know some of you had no idea about Holt-Howard, and now I am introducing you. You know, a lot of the stuff you'll see, it's the right one. I remember from a year ago. It was a little more than a year ago, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I have several that I did do one down in the shop. Yeah, I did one in my garage too. This is not loading. We're just gonna go out of here. So there you go. And there's this one, and there's, oh my God. Let's see if this one will load. Those are way too cute. Okay, here we go. We can just look at these posts here on Etsy. These are Santa's World snowmen. Santa's World. Those aren't Holt-Howard. All right. Psyched me out. 5 Vintage Japan. Those are Santa's World. With that, there's another brand to write down. Vintage Holt-Howard Honeycomb Tissue Rare Snowman Christmas. $21.95. Where are these people? Somebody go buy that. I'm sorry. $21.95. I just, for something like this that is in as good a condition as it is in. There's the tag right there, Holt-Howard. See it? YouTube says a year. That's fine. There's another Noel. So you guys keep your eyes open. Those of you that love the honeycomb paper mache, rare, here's, and I'm going to go with rare. Were there a lot of them made? Probably. But there aren't a lot of them anymore, so I'm okay with using the word rare here. There's your sign. Isn't that gorgeous? That's got Mercury glass balls on it, and I wonder if it came that way, or it's got more than one, because if you can see back here, I wonder if there's a better. Here we go. Look at that. That's amazing. That's gorgeous. $25. Wow. Who am I? Nobody, I guess. My ideology for value of some of these things is way higher than a lot of people's, because I know that there aren't that many of them around. And when you get to stuff like this that has a company name that is so highly regarded and wanted, these things right here that are paper, that are actually paper ephemera, they weren't meant to last. They were made to be used once, maybe twice, and thrown away. Yep, right here, just exactly what Brett said. Because paper. And they made these during the wartime because they didn't have the metals and they didn't have the glass. Go back and watch my Shiny Bright video. Talks about there was a time during the war when the Shiny Brights were actually clear because they didn't have the silver nitrate and whatever else it was that they put inside to make them shiny, because they put all that stuff went inside. You only knew about the mustard jars. Well, just wait. Okay. Good night. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for helping out. I appreciate you. All right. Like right here, these here. Okay, so let's just let me just show you these. These all are oh, I hate that. These, it's not wanting to. You can, lots of times, is it gonna it's not letting me do anything. All right, go back here. If you look right here, you can kind of see lines. Excuse me. And that will be from moisture has gotten inside these and has started to deteriorate the silver oxide, I think is what it is. I could be wrong. It's silver something. Anyway, that's on the inside of these. And so during the war, they took away all the metals. They took away all the stuff. And even when you really see these Shiny Brights that have the plastic cap, that's not an aftermarket plastic cap. That's a plastic cap because those were made during the wartime and they didn't have metal. And they used those plastic caps. Good night, Steph. Thanks for popping in. They use the plastic caps. Let's see if we can do shiny. Just since we're talking about this is your extra. I don't know if it'll pull up like this. Here we go. See this plastic cap right here? That truly is, and you can see. Maybe you can't. Let's see if they did a close up here. You can see right there, it says Shiny Bright USA. When you see these ornaments that have these plastic caps on there, those were made during the war. Those were made during the war, and they were made out of plastic because they do not remove those. Don't do it. And if you do, don't tell me, because you just ruined your ornament. I'm just saying. They might not look as cool as the Shiny Brights that have the other caps, but here's you guys, I have so many Shiny Brights, it's not even funny. Somewhere in here I have a whole box of them. So there you go. And did they show the whole box that these are in? Sometimes the boxes, if they're in good shape, are worth more than the ornaments that are in the boxes. Just these boxes right here can be worth some really good money. And there's a clear one right there. There's one, two. There's another clear one in here. So here's another clear one in here. So what they did was they made them clear and they painted the outsides of them. There you go. There's your quick 2-minute. Your caps would split. Does not surprise me. Things just don't age well. All right. What did we do here? That's Holt-Howard. We did go back here. All right. I don't think that's Holt-Howard. Rare Christmas ornaments, paper mache, mica glitter. This is exactly like what I was talking about when I read out of the book about how people were making stuff like this. So, and here's here's like the cones that they would take these cones from the thread, and you see pine cones. When you see these little, what a lot of people will think is dorky, not insignificant ornaments in that big box of ornaments that everybody else has already gone through, and you see these ones, do you see the price on these? Because these are old. It doesn't matter if the pine cones are tortured, because people will buy them for the other pieces, and they will replace the pine cones. They will replace this little footed thing. This right here is a Mercury glass bead. And this right here, and these pieces of chenille. So all of these little things, look at, she's even got, and they have Japan written on the bottom of them. All of these little things, insignificant, what a lot of people might think are totally insignificant items, are people that crafters and collectors of these era of ornaments are looking for. And they don't care that the items are broken, because they are going to fix them, whether they're fixing them for themselves or they're fixing them to resell. I've talked about her many times, Magpie Ethel on Instagram. She does a lot of this stuff. She makes things, and at every hall right now she's at in Washington D.C. at the Golden Glow. Anybody familiar with that? I've talked about that before too. Let's see here. Let me unshare for a second. And let me see if I can find her real quick. It should come right up in my feed. Oh, she didn't. All right. This is her Instagram, Magpie Ethel, and she is in Washington, D.C. I guess I need to be over here at the Golden Glow. She lives across the bridge in Portland from me. And if you guys want to see an amazing person, one of her favorite finds tonight, they at the hotels where they have this, they have what people bring items, and they have little things in their rooms. They call it room hopping. Oh, we don't need to see that. Don't need to see that. There we go. The lights I've never seen before, they are fiberglass. Fiberglass trees. So that's somebody to, I should have, too late. I should have put her link in the, hi, Harry. Hi, Glenn. I should have put her link in the description, but Magpie Ethel. Oops, my help if I spell it right. P-Y-E on Instagram. If you guys want to follow her, she's amazing. So there's another thing for you guys to see. Also, oh, where did that go? Right here. These things. Lynn's Antiques and Collectibles. Right here. This is hilarious. Let's see how much, if it'll pull up for me. Santa money holder. So there's your Holt-Howard thing, and kind of like in the Asian culture, they give out a red envelope with money in it on holidays and birthdays. And I'm trying to think how often Dren will get them. Well, Dren will get them all the time. But you would put your money in one of these and hand them off. I mean, man, I don't think I've seen, they were 25 cents at, I don't think I can get any bigger. No, 25 cents. Huh. So just know that there's more Christmas, more stuff for Holt-Howard than ceramic. There's paper, there's honeycomb, there's paper mache, there's terracotta, and that stuff is just in the Christmas. Oh, I simply love her. But I would lose my mind and I don't know how she does it. So anyway, there you go. There's some ideas. So now let's do a little bit of shopping. We did coffee mugs, right? Let's go to Mercury. All I'm doing on Mercury is I'm typing Holt-Howard in. Now you notice that I had Holt-Howard. Here's your little mice, squeaker mice. Some of the people on here know what they have and some of them don't. So you really have to look. Here's they look similar to Holt-Howard, and it's amazing to me. I don't think they are. Some people will put, no, those aren't. But that's definitely chalkware. See, almost anytime you see a metal loop in the back of it, this is thick. You can tell by the air bubbles in it. This is thick. It's not necessary. It could be a wall plaque, but it could also be a trivet set on because they're thick. All right, let's see. These right here, I have seen for sale for that. Somebody buy these. Seriously, go look up a full set of 6 of these. There, I've seen several different sites where the full set of 6 of these were $300-400. So, and as far as I know, that remember the fabric we saw, this is the same print on that fabric. As far as I've seen, as far as glasses go, this is a collab between Libby's and Holt-Howard. As far as glasses go, I think this is the only pattern I have seen. Like I said, I don't have the book yet. Thank you, Brett. So, oh my gosh. Doug, are you still here? Is Doug here? Because there's clowns and I want to show them, but I don't want you to have to suffer through it. So I think those are the Dairy Queen Holt-Howard. Which ones? Let's look at this real quick. Vintage Holt-Howard cutting board. That cat is hilarious. They've got it hung. It's a piece of wood. It's not very big. It's painted on the one side. There's your Holt-Howard sticker. Okay. Thank you, Doug. All right. Let's look at that real quick. Where did they go? This is the one thing I don't like about this. Oh, shoot. This is when I was telling Chrissy Rusty Bucket about all these people are listing these angels. And I go, Holt-Howard didn't make. I've been studying on Holt-Howard for a while, you guys. Where did those stupid clown things go? There's those yellow ones again. Okay, so I lied. These might be Holt-Howard too. All right, maybe I'm not going to show them. More owl mugs. You guys, this is the place. Okay, here we go. I told you I was going to see them. Sold. Something, you guys, I should have shown this to you when I had the paper mache pulled up. Holt-Howard made a bunch of these little salt and pepper shakers. that were, hey Chuck, how you doing, buddy? Sorry, I have not even been looking over there. Face green smiling. They were paper mache. I think it was earlier today that I was looking at them. This little tiger, the tiger, they have a salt and pepper shaker. They have, you know what? We should probably just look up that Holt-Howard tiger. Let's just go here real quick. So that you guys can see how much these things sell for. $195. So what was that one on? Those sold for $102. These guys have theirs listed for $195. I feel like there's a little monkey one too right here. This is the Holy Grail. Sorry, squirrel. If Libby still has any of those glasses, I know, huh? Yeah, ask her. So this little guy right here, do you see that? $24,999. Don't know if they'll ever get it, but I mean, you can't get, see the cold paint has all but worn off on the nose and in the mouth. I personally must. Look what's in between the two of them. Right there. You sold the same set in July. Yours was chipped, so you sold for $50. I'm not marking my prices down on stuff like that. That's got a little bit of damage to it. I just won't do it. And to each their own. It doesn't make it right or wrong. Holt-Howard Tiger cookie jar. That's one's missing the lid. Facebook. This one's a consignment. So these little guys, but somewhere in here when I was looking through the these little guys right here, I wouldn't have thought they were Holt-Howard. So now you know, and now you know that was hilarious, that picture of Friends. That's one of the reasons why that one's so highly collectible would be my guess. Oh my gosh, that's so dang cute. But you also got to understand that people, this one's got a little bit of ware right there too. So just understand that's not Holt-Howard, is it? No way. Japan, but it's not Holt-Howard. Anyway, that was one I wanted to definitely wanted to make sure to show you guys. This is cool too. I've only seen one of these. This is the coffee pot with matching creamer and sugar. Isn't that pretty? It's got the little, this is more, this to me, let's see what the date is on this. I was going to say this looks closer to 70s. It's 64. So Holt-Howard, I don't think has pure, this is Pixie kilns again. These guys are so, full set by Walter Dworkin. Walter Dworkin never made a piece of ceramic in his freaking life. He wrote the books. This stuff right here makes me really angry. That's not okay. It's not okay to keyword spam. I don't care if you're on Instagram, if you're in Poshmark, wherever you are. When you're doing stuff like this, you are 100% being 100% deceptive with what you have. This is not Holt-Howard. This is mugs made by, let's see, does she even have bottoms of them? No. They're not. They're made by these are repops. Brouhaha. I do happen to like that one. But yeah, I mean, they're totally cute and everything, but this is not okay. In my personal opinion. Who am I? And on eBay, that's a have your item taken down offense. It's not It's not on the other platforms that I know of, but on eBay, there is a policy against keyword spamming, and pretty much everything in the title of that was a keyword spam. Retro Pixie Kins mugs, full set by Walter Dworkin, Holt-Howard era. Again, I showed that earlier. Walter, is he going to show up here? Walter Dworkin wrote the books. As a matter of fact, if you go, I don't know how recent it was. Here, not too, might have been just one of his last ones. George, Antique Nomad, actually met Walter Dworkin, actually came to his booth at his sale in Florida and bought a, he bought a piece of Holt-Howard ceramics, and George had him on there. So there you have that. If you want to see what Walter Dworkin looks like, he's still alive. Oh, here we go. Okay. Doug, cover your eyes, please. Two super rare, hard to find, probably because they're clowns. Holt-Howard, Japan, 1962 clown cups, excellent condition, $107. They had them at $160. I think they should just settle and leave them. That's just my personal opinion. But I am a list it high and let it fly and let it sit person. I'm not out there. There we go. 1962. It's the black and silver. That's just how I roll. So I love the piece of tile that they have these sitting on. So they know what they have. But the main reason why I brought you guys into Mercury is to show you, and not just on Mercury, on eBay, on Google, thought I just saw something. Thought I saw a putty cat. So here's some rare Holt-Howard mugs, 3 of them. Rare Holt-Howard anchor mugs, $25. You can see the stickers right there. It's a good place to source. $20 for this. That's a steal. Steal of a deal right here. Sold. Did you buy that, Chrissy? You're in so much trouble. Hi, Mary. How are you? Nancy. Oh, wow, Mary. Where did I get that from? Nancy. Hi, how are you? There's Mary. That's why. Hi, Mary. Hello. So that was a steal of a deal right there. Whoever got that. And I'm mad at you if it's one of you guys in here. Don't fess up. Oh my gosh. How many of these are Holt-Howard? Holy Toledo. Have I really? Well, you got to reach out and say something. That is hilarious that I did that. It's not hilarious, but you got to tell me. Here you go. Here's a set of 1, 2, 3, 4. Sold for 54, 52. Yeah, set of 4. Somebody here in Oregon had them. That's what it said. Okay, here we go. I wanted to show you guys these. Holt-Howard Terracotta Gingerbread Boy. How many of you would have known that these were you're getting ready for your own show? How many of you guys would have known that these were Holt-Howard just by looking at them? I am just, hi Donna, how are you? I am just amazed at all of the different mediums that they used. So if when you think of Holt-Howard, you think of just the Pixies and the condiment jars that are all the big rage. Might as well go to replacement parts right here. This is the set that I would probably eventually love to have at some point in time. It's called Rouge by Holt-Howard. Now you can go into replacements and you can upload a picture and they will find your item for you. You can go into replacements and just type Holt-Howard and it will bring you to 185 matches found in 13 patterns for Holt-Howard. But I'll tell you what, they don't have pictures for a lot of them. This is red and brown fruit, blue basket weave. Let's see if it'll open up. I don't know why my internet's so slow tonight. So, I mean, honestly, you guys, I don't know if I would even look at that. And I look at pretty much everything. Yes, Nancy, I know there's 3 collector's guides. We've talked about it several times. They're very, very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. So sometimes I think it's almost better just to be that person that, sorry if you're watching Kevin, but I doubt it. He used to come to my lives. That touches everything, picks everything up, and looks at everything. Because you don't know. You don't know if you don't look, right? Okay. You have the Cozy Kittens by Holt-Howard. Here is one head vase. This is the only one they have a picture of. Isn't she adorable? She almost has the starry eye from the Santa Claus, the way they did her lashes. And so there's one of the heads. Cozy Kittens. Then you have the Ermine Angels. Now you're going to see these. Let's see if we do this, if it'll just pull them all up bigger. You will see that Lefton has done a lot of these. Yosef has done these. Napco has done these. And they are just amazing. And can't remember where somebody had one. Here's a planter. Good night. Good night, Doug. You found Holt-Howard broken in the Goodwill bins. I still would have bought it. Just telling you. You can always find something to do with the pieces. It is sad that it was broken, though. I will agree with you. Okay, let's go back down here. Replacements is an amazing thing. Here's another one. Who would think that this is Holt-Howard? Out of stock. Go figure. Here's one of those, here's the fancy cups. Fancy footed coffee cups. Here's a snack plate and cup set. Then they have the winking Santa. They have the Pixieware. You notice there's no pictures because they don't have any cantaloupe. I saw one of those on Mercury. They're kind of, they're more green than they are. They look more like an avocado color than they do what we think of cantaloupe. Miscellaneous head vases. Well, you know, maybe we should do this. And there we go. Wow. So here you go. Here are some of the, I don't think, these are not Holt-Howard. These are head vases by Japan, so they're not marked. They don't even have, they just say Japan because there's no maker on a lot of these. Japan miscellaneous head vases by Japan. There you go. Beyond repair. My heart. All right, so anytime you have an item that you want to research, I think and then you can do this too. This is something I should have showed you. We'll go back to Mercury here in just a minute. Take that space out of there and we'll see. It shouldn't do anything on replacements. No. However, let's go back here. If you go here, so it's gonna, and you guys know that here's a Holt-Howard, and because that's what I've been looking at. But here's two of the Holt-Howard Trivets for $58. If you go in here and you do found that space, because a lot of people might not realize that there's a space there, you will find things that they didn't have. These mushrooms are adorable. There's the pineapples. Let's see if here's some more. Here's $65 for a whole set. That's a pretty good deal right there. Now we're going to be these little things like this. Do you see the prices on them? Because you don't see them. So when you see these, let's make sure. See, there's your little spot. They could be Lefton. They could be Devar. They could be all of these different brands. I can't remember if I put that in the. Oh, went to the wrong one. Okay, go back here. As a matter of fact, we should maybe look up a few of the other ones. Here's a mayonnaise jar that doesn't have the lid. Doesn't have, see, a lot of these. So you can still do a lot of things with these. Or you can just pick them up and sell them like that. Somebody has the lid. Somebody doesn't have the lid. Maybe somebody wants the lid. They'll use it for a planter. Here's another trivet. Let's see how they did with their pictures. Let's see. Because you can that one is in beautiful condition. Let's see what here we go. Holt-Howard. See it? It's not going to let me make it any bigger. See the little, oop. Dun, dun, dun. See it? HH and Japan. That's a really, these photos are really nice. Whoever this seller is did a really nice job on their photos. And so then you also know that besides that, it should, maybe it didn't, maybe this is the one that, yeah, I don't see, you see Japan right there. Okay, here's Norcrest. Here's a Norcrest Angel. So, Norcrest, Lefton, Nabco, Lego, Lego was a brand that also it's not going to do that. Lego, vintage. I spelled Christmas wrong. That's sad. They might not have, okay. It's going to just pull it up because it says Christmas. That is actually, here we go. Vintage Lego Santa planter. This almost looks like a girly candle, if you ask me, just by looking at it right here. You guys keep your eyes open for this. This is in the same era as Holt-Howard. You see on Etsy assemblages done with really expensive stuff that they have no idea, a lot of them. Oh, for sure. And a lot of people will make those assemblages also with the broken pieces. That's why I say when you're finding some of these stuff, like the little ornaments and stuff, not only will they buy them just to fix them up or reuse or remake them, but they'll buy them to do that kind of stuff too. So selling broken stuff is not a bad thing, you guys. How many of you guys follow me on Instagram? I haven't done a video on this yet, and I don't know if I'm going to, but let me just pull this up and show you, because most of you guys watched my oh, here, you know what? No, he didn't send me feedback. He sent me a private message. Most of you guys watched my video that I did. It was like an hour and something. It was a haul on a free storage, the abandoned storage unit. And I had some silver in there that I got for free. And it took me a while to list it because I had to research it. This was the piece. And the maker was Art Lewis. And he was a very well-known Choctaw Native American, and he was a Choctaw Indian sterling smith, silversmith. Blah, 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 blah. So, there is a guild that is just for Native American silversmiths. I want you guys to see something on here. This threw me off. What do you guys see right there? Anybody know what that is? Why in the world is a silversmith from the 1950s making a silver cuff bracelet with the Mason symbol on it? You see these upside down teepee, see the upside down triangle? That's a teepee, and the arrow, that is his signature. Let's see. There we go. That is his mark. That is Art Morris's signature. And I Googled it and found myself, see if I can find it. That's antique. There is a specific, here we go. If you guys want to, there you go. This right here is how I found out who he was. And I can't remember if I had to scroll through these to find him, because I don't think, here we go. There was those ones which are similar. What's really cool about this site is down at the very end, there is a spot that has signatures. Oh, it's going to be down. We're almost there. Known people that known counterfeit signatures. Here it should be right here somewhere. AR. Did I pass it up? Arthur Lewis. You should be right in here somewhere. Anyway, this is where it is. We're way off topic, but broken stuff, right? Oh, Did I go all the way out of that? I did, didn't I? Broken stuff. So I sold that. I listed it high. I had it listed at $2,900, I think. I had many people message me. I had a really nice lady that was friends with him. There's hardly any information out there. Yeah, does look like the Mason symbol, doesn't it? I took it to my son and I was like, what do you make of this? because, well, maybe he was a rogue artist. I don't know. Anyway, so I got an offer for $2,100 for it. As you guys could see, there was, I can't believe I closed out of that. I talked back and forth with the buyer a lot. It was supposed to be either a watch. It was missing. It had nothing on the top of it. This whole area here should have had a cabochon or a watch that would have fit on this spot. So this item was broken. I had it listed for $2,999, which is a number that I pulled out of thin air because there's very few of his items listed. Very few. And then it hit my 20% off sale, which made it $2,399. And he sent me an offer for $2,100. And ended up paying $2,319.10. He wanted it sent 2-day UPS. And so I figured out all of that and sent him an invoice, and he paid it and he got it. And he messaged me and told me it was beautiful. He loved it and he was super happy. So it's very, yes, it's authentic. It's authentic, Rev. Yep, 100%. So, and I found that in a storage unit that most people would not have found it, because what do I do that a lot of people don't do? I go through everything. That was in a desk drawer that we didn't have all the pieces to the desk for, and we were going to throw it away. And I go, you know what? We're going to go through all these desk drawers, because what else did we find? I don't know what I did with it. Walking Liberty silver piece that I have here somewhere else, and a couple of, oh, here it is. Found that. I found 2 of those. My buddy got one and I got one. You know, so that was pretty cool to find that kind of stuff. But just because something's broken and something's missing something and it's not all there does not mean it doesn't have worth. I also acid tested that to make sure that it was silver, because I don't think anywhere on it was marked silver. And when you do when you do a listing for something like this, I put in here 64.33 grams. My very last picture, maybe it's not. Yeah. Is that on the scale, and then that for size wise. And then I also did with my calipers, I put that on the turquoise pieces. There's one on both sides. So it's really hard to give people an idea as to what size something is. So I dropped that link to the Native American hallmarks, Indian Native American jewelry marks. And let me just tell you something, that is a huge help on how to authenticate their markings. And there's not as many of them as there are other jewelry hallmarks, if that makes sense. So, vintage Lego Santa. Lego is a maker. Keep your eyes open for that. Don't think it's without consequence that that's something that you're going to find. Here's all of these little things. So if you can't find if you can't necessarily find what you want in Holt-Howard, you can probably find it in NAPCO or Lefton. See, most of these head vases are Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Look at how cute this is. Sorry. Squirrel. You're going to be able to find it in one of these others. Napco. I'm breaking away from just showing you guys on eBay, not because for any special reason other than there. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. There are more places than one to source. There are more places than one to buy. This is hilarious. Ceramic Christmas Collectibles by Walter Dorkin. All right. Maybe somebody knows something that I don't. So we did that. We did Mercury. Holt-Howard on Poshmark. The reason why you just put Holt-Howard is it brings everything up. Not everybody knows everything, right? So if you're just searching Holt-Howard, here's those little dolls that I showed you earlier. It's going to bring up everything. Here's Holt-Howard. Anything that has Holt-Howard in it. There's your cats. Here's your salt and pepper shakers. Here's a mustard jar in the rooster. Some Pixies. A set of 4 for $40. That's a retail arbitrage right there. Christmas peekaboo reindeer candlesticks. Adorable. Sorry. Let me go back here. That's my bad. Let's go back up here. Here's one of these is not like the other. This gal's missing one of her little pearls. How easy is that to fix? So here's some more terracotta. Here's your little mustard jar with the rooster on it. Here's a couple of little Pixies. These, I think they look like, are they place card holders? Adorable. I was going to say they're either place card holders or very odd. Here's more of the Tableware. Some more mice. Paper mache. These are paper mache, right? There's these guys. Those are just adorable. So you want to, if you're looking for a specific item, here we go. And here's more of the roosters. Somebody just bought me this with 4 or 5, I don't know how many, a birthday present. This is a picture, and it's this Holt-Howard. It's got mugs that go with it. Cockadoodle pencil pals. Similar. So this one right here has, it looks like the holes for, this one has holes for the pencils, and the other one is a pencil sharpener. That's hilarious. $125. All right. Where did that? It refreshed on me. This is a highly sought after set. The Winking Santa. So you got the Winking Santa, and you got the teary-eyed. Wow. I've talked about so much stuff that I can't even remember what it's called. Oh well, we'll probably see it again here in a minute. The starry, the twinkly starry. Somebody help me. let's And then Worth Point is a very good place to look also, right? It's expensive. It's okay. I absolutely have no problem. You can look up the cantaloupe here, see what it comes up with. So you guys have an idea, because I don't think we saw starry-eyed. Thank you. I don't know why Worth Point is not wanting to load up. That's irritating, because there's a lot of good stuff on here to look at. Starry-eyed, yeah. Maybe we do this. There we go. All right. So here you go. This is what, and they really look more green than they do. So there you go. I don't know what to say about this one. I can't remember either, and you're paying attention. Oh, so let's just look at that Holt. Here you go. These are this. Let's see if they actually have a whole set here. If not, somebody will. There's so many different little pieces. They made so many. Here's the $50 in 2016. And here you go. Here's, I think this might set of 7. That's what you want to look for the starry-eyed ones. He looks like he's had a little bit. He ate one too many mushrooms. That's what he looks like. Not speaking from experience. Just putting that out there for you. Some of these things you may never, ever, ever find. They're that rare. They're that rare. They're that rare and hard to find. Here's a starry-eyed reindeer candle. So they're cool things to put on your bucket list, I guess, right? So let's go out of here. Let's go into Google. Let's do Holt-Howard Pixieware. There's those stupid mugs again. They're doing it on purpose. Here's a good collection. Let's look at these so we can get them all in one shot. Maybe. Or he smoked one too many mushrooms, right? Oh, Pinterest, which is a very good place. I have a board on Pinterest. Let's see if this will open up. Oh, I just want it to get bigger and it's not going to do it. Okay, that's hilarious. So you have little sugar, jam and jelly, cream. I got to find a better picture because you guys need to see these. You guys need to see these up. I probably should have just gone into my Pinterest. These right here are hors d'oeuvres. Let's see what we got here. Walter Dworkin in the pursuit of. Oh, this is probably came from one of his things. Just a flirt. This is that same thing. If you guys know. Here we go. This is pretty good. if it would olives, relish, instant coffee, mustard, jam and jelly, ketchup. You see the different, these little heads broke because the I don't understand why that's not opening it. Oh, here's a, does this one have the one that I thought? They almost look like they're naked in there. Why won't they open up bigger? Onion and ketchup, oil and vinegar, jam and jelly, mustard, instant coffee. These things are highly collectible. And then this one, they have the nice atomic thing behind her. Vinegar. These ones are Devar. So remember I was telling you, Devar Company, they were one of the first ones to really copy Holt-Howard. There's your mustard and mustard. So they came with different, these are Lefton. That one that we saw that had the thing, Brett, they fooled us. This is a good, I don't think I have, I don't think this one was in the, how do you price rare pieces? If you cannot find anything else on it, then you price it high. You just price it high and you let it fly. Somebody will come. You can put it on auction and price it high and let it go if you're selling on eBay, and see where it goes from there. But how did I choose my price for my bracelet? There was another cuff bracelet kind of similar to his that was out there for sale, but it had a huge turquoise cabochon. Was turquoise, wasn't it, Chrissy? In the center of it. And they had 5,000 on it. So I figured that mine without anything in the center was worth at least 3,000. I don't know if it's, I don't know really how to answer that question for you other than other Facebook groups. Find somebody that you trust that you guys can always message me. If I have time, I'll help you. My information is all of my links are down below. And also on YouTube, if you go to my About page, it has all my links too. There's a link to my Instagram. There's a link to my Facebook for business. You guys can message me through there. And you can 100% leave a comment on the video. I answer all comments. So here are some additional articles that this gal has written. Now I put the link in the description for you of this gal's. She's got some interesting stuff in there. Crazy for me. Okay. Holt-Howard pottery. What do we got over here? Holt-Howard ceramics. There's quite a huge collection here. Here's I'll show you this one. Few examples of appraisal values. Well, here you go. Let me put this in there. This is a good way to learn too. You go and find some of these. Search our price guide for your own treasure. So they have places here where you can go in. They've got Holt-Howard, 3 Holt-Howard porcelain collectibles, and price and sold and full description available to our members. Learn more. Lots of times they want you to have a subscription, but lots of times they'll just let you do it for 3 or 4 days. 7-day free trial, and you just got to put a message in your phone to remind yourself to go. This is what I wanted to show you guys. 3-piece Holt-Howard Pixie condiment pieces, whimsical Pixieware. See this stack right here? There's a Christmas one like this. They use this stack in several different stacking salt, pepper, 4 pieces, 1 each. So there's salt, pepper, and probably, I don't know what the other 2 would be, but I don't understand how this is a condiment piece, but who am I? 31 piece. Oh, wow. 31 piece Holt-Howard rooster table items, includes 2 egg cups. That's the whole shebang. It's got the butter, the creamer, and the sugar, the coffee pot. That's pretty cool. No idea. You can watch a video. You can go in here. I put the link in there for you guys. All right. Remember how I was talking about the packaging? Here you go. Here's some Holt-Howard liquor bottles, and this is hilarious. These really are. And there's decanters, whatever you want to call them. 300 proof. Woo! Sorry. I don't drink. I can't. It makes me ill. There are Holt-Howard decanter bottles that are clear. Let's do this. I want to show you guys. I don't know. These guys right here. They are hilarious. Shiny Bright Doggo. Go watch this. Mostly it's her talking and her partner is filming. They have one of the clear things that I was talking about. That's a really good video. They've been collecting she's been collecting for a while, and she's gotten most of her stuff off of eBay. Here is a Pinterest site that has let's see how long that takes. I don't need this YouTube open. All right. This right here is a part of the nativity set, and it's pretty hard to find. There's a whole bunch of them right there. There is, I'm going to go back out of here now. I was going to look and see if maybe that thing didn't open up. Did it? Here you go. Here is collecting Holt-Howard Pixieware condiment jars, the modern bombshell lifestyle. But this would have been a catalog that had the Holt-Howard stuff in it. And if you can get your hands on these kind of things, Brett, check that out. It's on eBay. Garlic salt. What's that? Something. Nutmeg, paprika, and cinnamon, maybe. There's all your kitty cats. That's a big collection of Holt-Howard kitty cats. Pinterest is a good place to go and look at Holt-Howard, because you will find more. You'll find the stuff. Find some of that at yard sales. Exactly, Harry. We're corny. Cookies. Relish. That's hilarious. Here we go. Here's a bunch of them. This is Lefton, but it says Holt-Howard, even though it says vintage 1950s Lefton Holt-Howard. So I wonder That's not gonna, I wonder if it's part of it's Lefton and part of it's Holt-Howard. I don't know. Anyway, it is 8:30. Can you guys believe that? I'm gonna leave the Christmas, the more searching of the Christmas stuff to you guys. And a Lefton top paired with a Holt-Howard base, one way or the other, yeah. So there is a whole world out there, as you guys can see. It is a huge world. Go look up. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Golden Glow of Christmas Past. That's where Magpie Ethel is right now. And I think that I would love to go there next year or the year after. It's in Washington, D.C., I think. You can sign up and become a member, and then it talks all about it. And then they have all of this stuff in here so that if you guys aren't aware of that, this is like, good night, Sherry. This is like one of the biggest Christmas things ever. So if you guys like Christmas, or if you have a lot of Christmas available to you, this is a site right here to, they're funded. Their Department 56 is part of them. This is right now countdown to the 2023 Arlington Convention. So that's what's happening right now. It's there, August 16th through the 19th. So there you go. I'm gonna leave off with that, and that gives you guys all kinds of exciting stuff to look at that you may not have ever had any idea of was out there, and will open your eyes to a lot of Christmas stuff that I don't think I have. Those guys aren't. I don't think I have any of my celluloid Christmas stuff in here. Look that up. Look up celluloid Christmas pieces, and not just Christmas, Halloween. The celluloid Halloween goes for way more money than Christmas. No doubt about it. None. And you know what? I didn't even look up to see if Holt-Howard did Halloween stuff. I find it very hard to believe that they don't have something out there that's Halloween, but I didn't see anything come up in all of our searches. So have fun. Go do some searching. Let me know if you find anything, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.